I am the Druid Chef. Welcome on this fantastic journey of Celtic food.
I went out to the Hazelwood, because the fire was in my head, and I cut and peeled a hazel wand and hooked a berry on a thread.
Hello, we're here in Swords Castle and fantastic smells, lovely smoke rising, a real ambience and atmosphere happening here at this culinary event here in Swords. And I'm here with Bernadette just to find out some of the historic factors belong to this unique place. And Bernadette, if you could tell me a little bit about the history actually to do with this castle here.
Well, the castle was built around the year 1200 as a summer palace for the first Norman Archbishop of Dublin. And it was actually the town of Swords. There was nothing else around. The castle was here, and St. Columba's Towers, where the town was founded, was just, you can see them from here. So, and the walk by the river was the main street, so it was nothing like the way you see it today. Several archbishops were here until about 1325, when a man called Alexander de Bickner got into some financial difficulties, and the palace was let run down, and they moved out to Tala, which is the other side of Dublin.
I can smell actually the smoke of the fire there. I can see the pig there just on the spit, and like all the lovely tools as well.
That's
that was
right.
quite amazing. All the wooden tools, the knives, and how things were on the path. And that gives me great inspiration as well when I'm actually cooking to remember things like this, that things like this happened in the past, and that people cooked. That was their daily lives. Up the road we have Superquinn, but there's no Superquinn here in ancient times as we're cooking in old style. Here we are, as I always say in my programs, you know, bring the food to the people and the people the food. The people are here, the food is here, the big festival, all the ethnic cuisine, all the Irish cuisine mixed up on this fantastic night. I can smell the flavours. I'm going to have a little chat with a lot of the chefs along the line, see what the culinary art they bring to the table, and also getting a little bit of their recipe tips. So join me along the line here. I just see the chefs. How are you doing?
How are you doing?
You're well there.
What are you doing?
Great. Just seeing what you're at. We're on camera here. Just bring the treetop. And where is that based?
It's up in Applewood Village.
Applewood Village, And what style of food?
Across the board, as you can see there's a sample of our dishes.
All right.
Put on the evening time.
Lovely. Okay, we bring the camera down here to these lovely dishes. I can see we have a salmon there with lovely lemon, nice garnish, the green, white and gold of Ireland. We have our lovely lamb there, I can see, with a nice crust and broccoli, a nice 2 sauces. You have a jus and also a cream sauce. Would that be a chicken there with rice?
That's our chicken
Diablo.
We're just serving it here sliced.
Okay.
Right?
So one of their house cuisine would be their chicken Diablo. And what's over there?
That's our sirloin steak.
All right, nothing better than a steak.
No, that's this, you know.
With a pepper sauce, and a lot of people go for that. Also, you have all the different garnish and that. People are looking for salads, they're looking for the high protein. They're getting a lot of the value of the Dublin market, the Dublin food, the ethnic cuisine, all coming together, fusion cuisine, and that's what we have at the Treetop. Hello, welcome. Rory, the chef. Okay. Well, what's the name of the restaurant?
Yo Thai.
Yo Thai. Okay, and Yo Thai. And what style of cuisine are you?
We do the Japanese food.
Japanese?
Thai.
Chinese. Okay, well here we are at the Flavour of the Orient. A lot of that coming into the Irish market, and a lot of the new flavours that we're exchanging in the culture. We're bringing different styles of Oriental product together. And again, if we look at the artistic, the carven melon there, lovely artistic. And that is the culinary art coming alive when you go to the Oriental restaurants around the Swords area. And what's some of your dishes that we have?
We're specialized in teppanyaki.
Okay, we have a little... finito benito. Okay. Okay. All right. Very little here to eat, but the people have come. As I said, bring the food to the people, and the people have eaten that food. Okay, we move along. I'll just speak to the chef now in a minute or two, just having a look here at the menu, and they do little party menus and all that. Some of the food that they have here, I can see the local cannon coming on board, and also I see some lamb. So I just have a little talk to the chef now and see what the third area, Carnegie Court, will be offering on that. Now, hello there, Chef. Rory, the Druid chef, welcome. We're just doing a little spot there. What kind of dishes are you serving tonight?
We have mashed potato with bacon and cabbage and garlic chips, and a lamb pudding and red wine sauce.
Okay, all right. So the lamb is very popular here. The potato, as I said, with the bacon, all this fusion cuisine, but also the Irish cuisine coming strong there. The bacon and cabbage, the local cannon giving its old twist at Carnegie Court. Okay, we move along. Oh, sorry. Now, hello, ladies. We're just here in camera. Oh, which restaurant are you from?
The Pink Elephant.
Okay, we're here at the Pink Elephant. Lovely name, lovely food. We see rice here. We have, what is that you have there?
It's chicken green curry.
Okay, the green curry. That is very, very popular in a lot of the restaurants in Ireland now, where the green curry, normal curry came, around 5-6 years ago, but then you have the green curry with the lovely, the Thai paste. You have the coconut cream going in there, and the chicken as well. And as I was saying, just having a little look at the brochure, the Pink Elephant there, and it is local in Swords, one of the nice restaurants. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, how are you doing? Rory, the Druid chef, just having a little look at your cuisine. Okay, hello, chef. Wait, what's your name?
Eddie.
Eddie. Okay, we're here with Eddie, and Eddie's from which restaurant?
Coachman's Inn.
Oh, the Coachman's Inn. Oh yeah, I know that. You know Paul Kelly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Paul,
Yeah. Good pal of mine, Paul Kelly, has worked over in the Coachman's Inn, just beside the airport. Very, very busy place. You know, a lot of business lunches, great carvery, great food. What have we got here, Paul?
We've got chicken and lobster with the creamy sauce.
Okay.
Julienne and veg. Creamy sauce.
With lobster.
Yeah.
Okay, a good one here, chicken and lobster. You heard of turf and surf? Well, here's a chicken and lobster, the nice saffron rice that they have there, creamy sauce, all the herbs. I can see some lovely garnish there, nice colours going through that. That is a nice dish coming from the Coachman, a well-recommended place on the airport road. Okay, cheers.
Thank you, folks.
Now, we move along here.
A little walk around.
Hello there, we're just on camera here. What's the name of
The old schoolhouse restaurant.
Where's that?
Church Road in Swords, just off Main Street.
The old schoolhouse restaurant, Church Street in Church Road in Swords. And just having a look at what you have. You have a gratin there.
With a fish pie.
Okay, fantastic. Remember what I was saying there about bringing new ideas. The fish pie there, you can do this in a lot of different ways. You can do it with the mashed potato and herbs, all that lovely fish underneath, a nice sauce, maybe mustard and all that. And that's what you'd have, the lovely country-style cuisine coming there. Not forgetting our pies. I see some nice scones here as well. The brown scones, an old favourite there with some of these dishes. Thank you very much indeed. Lovely. All right, next there, out of food. Remember what I was saying? The people have come, they've eaten, so bring the food to the people and the people have food. It's called Trentuno restaurant, excuse me, Trentuno. Cuisine Italiano, very, very nice, very, very popular as well. And a lot of people go out because it's easy food. You have a nice bottle of red wine, you have the pasta, nice sauce, lovely bread, flavours of garlic, pesto, all those nice herbs come together. Simple food that people understand. The Italians have it right, and they have it right because they're out of it. Okay, we'll move along. Again, we have lots of features here. Connection with the Dublin Airport. We're just down the road from Dublin Airport, and the Holiday Inn has moved in. David Steele's the head chef. He's bringing a bit of Irish to us. And what have we got here as one of your dishes?
Backgammon, we have ratatouille. I thought it was an ideal opportunity to get the traditional food of the past and the castle, and I thought it was ideal.
Right, what we're looking at there, the baked gammon, nothing better than it. If you can do that right, boil it, sugar it, get it in the oven, clove it, honey it, give it all the flavours and get it to the people. Again, lovely, lovely cuts there. He has given a nice little ratatouille. That's a tomato-based flavour with all the courgettes. We have aubergines, we have onions, peppers, all those things have gone in, Dave. Yeah.
Beautiful.
And how are you doing here in this event?
Yeah, we're doing extremely well. We've done about 6 or 7 gammon, and I think we're down to our last one. So I thought, and we've done a pineapple and sweet chili sauce with that, and it's going extremely well.
Okay, you saw there the pineapple and sweet chili sauce. What I said about the gammon, that's a sweet flavour. Those are coming. Now, the food is running out, so me and the cameraman here have to go for something to eat. Okay, I'm here with Barry here. He's pressing some silver. He's given me my value worth, and he's just going to explain to me there the little story that about the coinage of long ago.
Well, the coins were brought into Ireland by the Vikings. Cedric Silkenbeard was the first king of Ireland to introduce the coin. And then he had a phase 1, 2 and 3 of the coin. And after that then, we had a bit of a lull, and some other Vikings had coins brought out in their name. And then we had our king, King John, and now we're on to Edward.
Okay.
And these coins are made of silver. And the reason they're made of silver is for the weight. Everything was done by weight.
All right.
If you were to buy a small purchase, as in an ale and a feed in a tavern, you might pay 1 coin or 2 coins. And someone isn't going to question the value of that coin or the weight of that coin. But if you were to come and you were to buy something off this gentleman, the blacksmith, that gauntlet he has there, for instance, might cost you 1,000 coins, we'd say, for argument's sake. And 10 coins would be an ounce of silver. So 1,000 coins would be 100 ounces of silver.
Okay.
That's quite a considerable amount of money.
Yeah.
So what would have to be done then is you'd have to go to an exchequer. So the exchequer would be here. Unfortunately, he's off at the banquet tonight. He's not here himself. I've been stuck here on my own in the dark making coins for all these good people. But the punishment for cutting a coin, if you were caught, is you would lose your left leg, your left arm and your left manhood. The reason for that being, you can still hop around on your right leg, you can still make more coins with your right arm, and you can still produce more slaves with your right manhood. You see?
Absolutely.
Yes.
That's very, very interesting, seeing how old money was made, how they weighed it, the value that they had, and the lovely stories here from Barry. We'll move on now to the next event. Okay, I'm very, very interested in all different aspects of cooking. We've just seen ethnic cuisine down on the marquees there, and I'm up here on the platform of the castle. Lovely scene, atmosphere behind with Brenda and Lupa. And what we're talking about is the 10-minute Thai. This is a program that's been done with Liz Popple Studios, and it just brings the colour of food, the flavours of the Thailand, and also we're out there getting a lot of footage, bringing the food to the people again, and the people to the food. Just talking about that, Brenda, like you were hosting the show, and what kind of dishes came in front of you?
Well, most incredibly, Yupa, as a wonderful Thai chef, was teaching me how to cook Thai food. The preparation is key, and the speed and the beauty of the food is fabulous. Absolutely.
That is one element there. Preparation in advance when you're doing Oriental food. Getting all your ingredients lined up, get your pots ready or your woks or whatever you're going to cook on. Hit that very fast, get all those flavours into that. And that's what you did, Lupa. You got the actual flavours of the Thai food onto screen there. What kind of dishes were you cooking?
We cook a few dishes. We cook curry, that is popular in Thailand.
Yeah.
And we cook tom yum, that's a soup that is very popular in Thailand too. Yeah.
And just a big question, what was your favourite dish cooking during this series of
My favorite is, I think I like curry. You know, like a chicken curry, red curry.
Red curry, yeah.
Yeah, it's very popular. And then green curry, you know, it's like a little bit different between red and green.
Yeah, yeah. When you say different, you know, there's the fruity curry that the English Irish know, but like when we start going into Thailand, what is the difference in the curry?
We call gang dang in red curry. That means gang dang. Dang is mean red.
That's the information I was looking for.
Gang is mean curry.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir. So red curry.
Okay,
gang,
just been a pleasure here. The pipes are playing. We're talking about food. The ladies here are just beautiful, beautiful, and we'll leave it at that because we're just after discussing lovely Thai food.
Should you wander this land to the north, and few seldom do, should you follow the song of the gull to enchanted western isles, hopes of fishermen to
That was just fantastic, you know, being with all those chefs and swords, seeing all the arts and skills. But it's time now for the Druid to actually come up and conjure up some image of the whole event and bring forward a new dish, linking it with swords. And what have I got is venison, the game, the wild, all that coming together. And just in front of me here, I'll just take the venison, and it's a lovely saddle of venison here. And we're just going to cut that into two. So I just get this down. And what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to bring the haunch, we're going to cook it in a basting fashion, and then I'm going to skewer up the lovely loin there of the neck and really give a nice flavour, a nice sweet flavour with a hard background flavour with all the lovely pepper in that. So I just have to get through these bones. Okay, that's 4 nice pieces. Now, what have I got? We're here in a blacksmith's forge. We're actually in Mark Keeling's, and he is my blacksmith there, making all those lovely pokers, giving me the Celtic twist to all this nice food. This is a lovely skewer. And let me talk about the actual skewer and the spear food of old. That was hunter-gatherer. They went out with a tree branch. It had 3 prongs in it. They fished with it, they hunted with it, they actually cooked with that. And that's what we're looking here, the skewered food of Celtic domain. Sure, we have the word kebab, and that is very, very popular in modern time. But also you had the skewered food of old in Celtic world. And that's what we're going to do now as we thread our nice meat through that. Just getting it like this. And I'll season that up, I'll herb it, and then we'll get that onto our nice cooking thing. Now, do you see what's happening there? I'm getting a nice twist on the actual venison. Okay, fantastic. We see the steam rising, the smoke, all that. Inside the brazier there, I've based Big Bertha, my lovely friend in cookery that goes everywhere with me. And what we have in there is the lovely bones of the venison that we just after taking the nice fillets off. I'll move them around. They're browning off nicely. And what we want to do is get a little flavour into that with our lovely skewer. Now, remember what we did there? It's a lovely skewer that was forged. Excellent indeed. We want to get our Celtic salt on that. Lovely, lovely. And that is just going on there. And that, as I say, will, embrace the actual venison. It will give it nice flavour. It is going to go into the pan now in the next minute or two, and then it will start cooking nicely. We'll be able to turn that over, really get that skewered meat ready before we bring in the loin or the saddle of venison. Okay, so went a little more oil in the pan. Very nice. And this is what it's all about, getting our meat in there, getting some flavour. I will just cut an onion in half, throw that in there. Lovely. I'll just get my lovely leeks, my lovely Celtic vegetables, all those spirals, and that's what I'm all about today, spirals here as we go along. Some herbs as well. We have some nice thyme to go in there. So we get a nice little bit of thyme in there. And a nice little bit of sage will just go in there. All wholesome herbs, just adding to the pot, giving those flavours, what we're looking at, the flavour of the land, the flavour of the ground. If you hear that sizzling, it's lovely. Oh, fantastic indeed. And that will just start browning, doing its own business, all in the brazier here. And that's one of the elements of this programme. I'm not in a modern kitchen. I'm in a forge. I'm cooking in a brazier. I'm bringing the food to the people and people to the food. And we did see them in swords there, eating all those array of lovely food that was displayed. And this is the little Druid's treat. Coming up with something innovative, something different, something stylish, something Celtic, something flavoursome, and all those lovely flavours. Oh, I can smell it. It is absolutely fantastic. Okay, let's see what else we have to do here. We have to get our nice little knife. And I just see what we're at here. Just turn this over. Now, we see the lovely bien doré, golden brown. Golden brown is coming onto that venison. That will take maybe 10 minutes to cook in this circumstances, but all those flavours within the pot are adding to it. Our lovely Celtic salt. And just let me show you this piece of craftsmanship. It is a lovely bowl with the Celtic design. Where else would you see this? This is made with Mark. These are the specialists behind the Druid with their art, embracing all elements of Celtic food. That's what we're looking at. It isn't just food alone we're talking about here. We're talking about all the music, the dance. We're talking about the flavour of the land, the colours of Ireland, the folkloric tale, the crafts that are embedded in this land. And that's what I love to use and to bring forward all these different arts to a cookery dish. And wait, you see the pottery later on, what we're going to present this on. Okay, a little bit of seasoning there, very nice indeed. And we let that cook away. And the next thing that I'm going to do is kind of make room for the actual venison saddle that we're going to put in there. So that's all going there nicely. You can see in the pot. You can see in the pot what's happening. All those lovely juices in there. The herbs are adding to its flavour. The wholesome onions as well, just cooking away there. I'm not looking to eat them. I'm looking them to add to the actual dish and create some flavour. All right, so now we're ready just to get our loin of, or our nice saddle of venison. That's our 2 loins. Again, I've opened it up. The seasoning is on there. Remember, this is well hung, so I haven't marinated it. In that goes like that. Lovely jubbly, very nice indeed. Just getting all that nice oil in there. And that's what I'm working with today. I'm working with the actual oil, letting that heat up, and then we'll be able to start basting that in a few minutes. Keep basting as the heat just penetrates into the oil. That is the medium of the cookery. That is what is going on top of the venison, cooking that to a style of apois, at the point of cookery. Everything has a point in cookery where it's at its best. And that's what we're trying to bring alive here today in our lovely brazier. Now, I'll just take up my oil and just start running that through. And I'll be doing this. That is the art of this kind of pot roasting. The art of pot roasting is the basting. Adding the flavours. I'll season it again. The herbs are in there. Let's get herbs on top of that. All this fantastic cookery. Very, very different, very unique, very flavoursome, very, what I call it, Celtic in its style. The original food of the land, the venison that was roaming this land and still is in County Wicklow, where I was the other day, just getting that. Okay, let's baste this away. Now, I need something to go with that. And long ago, what was the act of eating was that they made a hard plate, a bread plate to go with the actual game of the land. And when that was broken down, the juices of the actual game softened up the bread plate, and they broke off a piece and ate that. That's what we're going to do here today. I have some wholemeal flour here. Just throw that in. A nice little bit of my Celtic salt in there. Now, I've a flow of green here, and also I've lovely nettle honey just as well going into this. So I'll have my lovely cabbage, my sage, my herbs, and a little bit of leek just going in there. So just throw in some of that. Very nice indeed. A little bit of the honey. That's in there. And then we're looking at a little bit of water. And there you have it. That's, you know, with all the leek, all the lovely vegetables gone in there, a little bit of nettle honey. We will put that on the fire now in a minute or two, and then be able to turn that over. Try to slow cook it, and then that'll be ready to serve with this lovely venison. I want a nice Celtic design just on my bread. There we have it. Okay, just having a look at the venison. As I said, one little cut, and then apois. Look at that, lovely, lovely pink. That's what we're looking at. And we get this other piece. And look what I have here. Again done by Mark. Skill factor. Heavy, lovely sword. I'm going to place all my nice meat onto this wonderful art of metalwork. Perpetual beauty, gorgeous, super. Now, there we have there our lovely meat. And then, as I was saying, we have our last little piece. What they would do long ago is all the juices of the meat and all the juices of the actual dish, they would conjure up and put that on top of their bread on our Celtic design, and that would soften into that. You take a piece of meat, a little bit of the garnish, and also just put a little bit of herb in there to finish that off. There you have it, another culinary delight. You know, the whole message of swords, you know, bringing all these lovely flavours through the festival, the Druid chef conjuring up a lovely dish to emulate the whole experience that we've seen with all the different chefs, with all the different Tudor people, the skills and all that. And more skill here today with Mark Keeling making this wonderful sword that I can present this lovely venison. And look at the venison there, pink in its texture, pink in its colour, you know, ready for the eating. Then we have our skewered venison here that I wove onto the actual metal work that he completed there just in front of me. The bread plate, not used really in Ireland, but has been long ago with the Celtic banquets that they had. You put the meat onto the bread, the juices of the meat soaked the bread, you broke the bread and ate a moist bread. Then you have our Celtic vegetables, our onions and our leeks, our lovely sauce. What else can I say? We are cooking in swords, by swords, with swords, through swords, for the people of swords here at this wonderful festival. What else can I say with the Druid Chef? On goes our journey.
I went out to the hazelwood.
Thank you very much, Mark. That was fantastic. It's been a pleasure. And, you know, using the brazier, another unique journey for the Druid Chef to cook in that.
Anytime. It's been my pleasure.
Thank you very much indeed.